not hard. But a lot of times we go through life because we didn't get taught how to achieve goals. We didn't get taught how to break things down. Most of the times we've witnessed people just spin out and then self-destruct and then have to pick up all the pieces of that.
Including ourselves.
Yeah.
Big part instead of
Yeah, chunking it down.
finding a way to just get started.
Exactly. So what it is from our intuitive point of view, from the inside of us, we feel something. We feel something needs to change, I need to move, or the events and circumstances are communicating something to us. And then we have the grace of God coming through one of us, and it's like, hey, like yesterday, Allie said to me, hey, you have this daughter, and she's not doing really well in her social life, and you got to do these things. And she just broke it down for me. And she was affirming to me things that I was already doing. And these kinds of things, these personal things, not just professional, but these personal things, like what am I going to do with my daughter who just moved to France, who doesn't speak it, she understands it, she doesn't speak it, and then she left all her friends, she's 12, and she's struggling to integrate into French society because she's used to hanging out with mostly Mexican girls, and now she's with French girls. And so there's this whole like transition for her. And even for me as a mother, my goal is to support her. But the same old age-old question is, I don't know how. It's always that, right? And so we have, by grace of God, each and every one of us in our lives to be like, because it's so funny, right? We see other people's solutions and we don't see our own. It's so obvious. I just don't know why they don't X, Y, Z, right? And then we're just like, well, about our problems, I'm not really so sure. But it is that kind of thing where we kind of put the mirror to ourselves and we kind of say, okay, great. And sometimes when we're setting our SMART goals, maybe we don't necessarily know the answer, or it could be figure that out. Sometimes the goal is to just figure that out, or to be open to that solution, or give it to God. It could just be that. So you don't necessarily have to have all the answers here and now. It just could be the desire and the will to accomplish something and to allow the wondrous, unique, magical version of life to come in and be wowed. So I'm not going to let you guys talk about your goals. I think that these are personal, so I'm going to give that to you so that way you have it. And now we're going to go forward and we're going to say, now that we know what our goal is and we've done the success simulation, we want to identify something very interesting, which is, what is my metric of success? Now, when I was coaching, and of course I was coaching all these big shots everywhere on the world, and it was always the same old things. It was 1, you can guess, money. It was 2, looks. And it was 3, you all know it, power. Money, looks, and power. People, I want to be richer than. I want to be better looking than. I want to be more powerful than. And we all know, because this is the right audience, we know that this isn't the metric of success. But it's the world's way, right? The Bible says, my ways are not man's ways. And we're trying to figure out our own way through Spirit. What is the right way? What is our own unique individual metric of success? What is the definition of happiness and health and well-being for me? It's not the same for everybody else, I can assure you. So I want you to take a moment and really ask yourself, as you look at your goals, you reflect on the mental image of yourself in the mirror of the mind in your success simulation on that piece of paper that I gave you. I want you to ask yourself, write down the question so that way you have it as a reminder somewhere in your house, in your mirror, in your kitchen, on your fridge, in your car, in your office. What is my metric of success? How do I know I'm living my best life? For me, my metric of success is every interaction that I have is a pleasurable one, a pleasant one, that I feel pleasant and that I'm with pleasant people. That's when I know I'm on the right track. So if I'm not experiencing that, something's off, I need to course correct. I need to get back inside of myself and what's my sin? Where am I not aligned? How do I get back aligned into Spirit? If I'm not feeling great, something's telling me to course correct. So we want to know, what is my metric of success? We know what makes us don't feel great. We know what makes us feel sick. We know when we're not feeling good. But I want you to start being more aware and conscious of your own metrics of success.